Alright, non-measurative sensitive material, military standard 40051-2. Department of Defense Standard Practices, Technical Manuals, Introduction, Information Theory, Operation. Military Standard 451-2. Scope, applicability, definition, general requirements, detailed requirements, and notes, and figures 1 through 6. Scope, the standard establishment of the technical concept. The standard establishment of the technical content of requirements, preparation, introductory information for the theory, operation, weapon system, equipment, and technical manuals, depot, maintenance work requirements. These requirements are applicable to both paper and digital page-oriented technical manuals. Electronic delivery of the technical manuals is accomplished through the use of introductory information within the theory, operation, modular document type definition, or document type definition. Is available in the digital format. Military Standard 451 for information obtaining the document type definition and the introduction of information with the theory operation requirements include applicable forms, records, and descriptive information about the equipment and the weapon systems that explaining how to equip it. Weapon systems accomplish the mission. 2. The applicable documents. The applicable documentation is Section 2 Military Standard 451 apply to this part. Definition. The definition is Section 3 Military Standard 451 apply to this part. 4. General. Introductory information with the theory of the operation shall be prepared with the weapon system or major equipment and components of applicable support interface equipment information required to complete all applicable forms and records. Provide the user with physical description and functionality. Explain how the weapon systems and equipment operate shall be included. The information shall be contained in work packages become the general information chapter. Maintenance level applicability. Requirements contained with the standard and are applicable to the maintenance level specified noted in the bold in parentheses. The labeled requirements shall be appropriate to all technical manuals containing with the maintenance level. For example, the -20 only. The requirements would be not applicable to the following: TMs 12, 13, 14, 20, and 23 and 24. Standard type. The various standard tables required and the noted with the text and the standard is the both parentheses. The formats table heading names of these standard tables shall have no deviations. Preparation, digital, electronic delivery. The technical manual of data prepared with the working packages format delivered with the digitally in accordance with the standard shall be the SGML or the tagged assembled using the modular assembly definition. Document type definition, format output specification. The document technical definition and the format output specification instances have developed in accordance with the military preference of 2801 ISO 8879. Refer to Military Standard 451 for the information obtaining and assessing the modular document type definition and the format output specification input instance. It is used in the modular document type definition and noted that throughout the text of the standard bracketed bold characters give, i.e. GINFO. Convenience of the technical manual author and to ensure the tags are used correctly with the developing documented instances. Use of the document type definition and the format output specification issuance of the modular document type definition reference and standard interpret technical content structures functional requirements contained within the standard and the mandatory for the use of the formatting output specification instance referred herein inputted in the style and format specified contracting activity of the format output specification instance sheet may be used as product. Produce final reproducible paper copy of the technical manuals prepared in accordance with the standard. Content, structure, and format. Examples prepared with the rear of this part of the accurate representation, content, structure, format requirements contained herein and shall be forwarded to permit the effectiveness used of the modular document type definition for introductory information with the theory of operation. Style and format. Style and format requirements for preparation of the Department of Army technical manuals are contained in Military Standard 451-1. They are considered mandatory and independent, intended for the compliance preferred with the general type of the format requirements of Army technical manuals should be provided with the proponent activity. Work package development. Technical manual data developed in accordance with the standards shall be divided into individual standalone information work package. The work package shall consist of the descriptive, operational, maintenance, troubleshooting, support, and parts of information weapon system of equipment. Selective application and tailoring. Military Standard 451 contains some requirements that they may not be applicable preparation in the technical manual. Selecting application for tailoring requirements containing Military Standard 451 where responsibility contracting activities shall be accomplished through the Appendix A technical manual content selection matrix or the Military Standard 451. The applicable some requirements is designated by only the following statements unless they specified otherwise. Contracting activity specified with the contracting activity or with specified procuring activity. 5. Detailed requirements. Preparation introductory information with the theory of operation. Introductory information with the theory of operation shall be prepared with general information chapter GIM. The chapter shall be subdivided into individual work packages to provide the user with information completing the forms, records, and descriptive data upon the weapon systems and equipment. An explanation of how the weapon system or equipment works. Information shall be divided into the following work pages. General information work page, the GINFO work package, General Information Work Package, and Preventive Maintenance Systems, PMS-GINFO, GINFO P, Equipment Description, Data Workplace, Description, Data Workplace, Description, Data Workplace, or DESWP, Theory of Operation Work Package, STRHYP, Supported Documented Work Package, Sub Data Work Package, for the requirements, special tools, test measurements, data diagnostic equipment, and support equipment. 511 General Information Work Package. The General Information Work Package, the work package should contain the content requirements provided in 5111 and 51119 through 51119 as applicable for the weapon system equipment. The scope. A brief statement shall be prepared for the TEL with covered with the technical manual and refer to Figure 1 as applicable. Following information shall be included. Type of manual, model number, the equipment names, purpose, and equipment. The special inclusion of the manual shall be drill procedures on vehicle loading plans. 5112 Maintenance forms and records and reports. The following statement shall be included. Maintenance forms and record reports. Department of the Army Force of the procedures. Equipment maintenance will be those prescribed and applicable to DAPAM 738, 750. The functional user's manual of the Army Maintenance Management System, or TAMS, DAPAM 738, 51. Functional user manual of the Army Maintenance Management System Aviation. AR 700 138 Army Logistics Readiness Sustainability. In addition to the conventional chemical ammunition technical manual and the following statement, accidents involving the injury to personal damage and material will be reported in the Department of DA Form 285 Accident Report in accordance with the AR 338 5040. Explosive ammunition malfunctions will be reported in accordance with the AR 751. When applicable, in references SB 742-1 ammunition surveillance procedures, reporting equipment and environmental reporting equipment improvement recommendations. The following statement shall be included. Reporting equipment improvement recommendations, EIR. If you are inserting equipment short item needs improvement, let us know that they send us an equipment improvement recommendation. You use there only one who can tell us what you don't like about your equipment. Let us know what you don't like about the design and performance. Put it on the SF Standard Form 3680. Product quality deficiency. Mail it to the address of the DAPAM 738 750. Functional user manual for Army Maintenance System Management. Specified contracting activity. We'll send you a reply. Hand receipt manuals. Hand receipt. The following statement may be included with the operator's units from manuals. Hand receipt. The manual is a companion document with a technical number followed by the human hand receipt, which stands by the technical manual XXXXXXXXX10H. Human hand receipt consists of a pre-printed hand receipt with listed end items related with the equipment that must be accounted for and is aided properly accountable. Additional human hand receipts manuals may be requisitioned through normal publication channels. Corrosion Prevention Control, or CPC data. The statement similar following showing prepared corrosion prevention control. Corrosion prevention control any material of the continuing concern is important, but any of the corrosion possible with the item reported with the program corrected with the improvements can be made for them prevent the problem from future items. While corrosion is typically associated with rusting metal, it can also deterioration of other materials such as rubber, plastic, and the unusual cracking, softening, swelling, breaking of these materials may cause corrosion problems. If the corrosion is identified, it can be reported by using the standard form 368 product quality deficiency report. Use the keywords such as corrosion, rust, deterioration, cracking will ensure that the information is identified in the corrosion prevention control problem. The form should be submitted and addressed with the DAPM 738-750 Functional User Manual of the Army Management TAMs. For aircraft technical manual, the information shall include the technical manual 55-1530-343-23, Organizational Intermediate Avionic Cleaning and Corrosion Prevention Control, destruction of the Army military to prevent the enemy use destruct mat. Reference should be made and appropriate with technical manual covering the destruction of Army property to prevent the enemy from providing with a proponent activity. Preparation of storage and shipment or PSS reference. Reference shall be made when the application storage shipment procedures, including the packaging administrative storage found in the applicable maintenance instruction and work package. Warranty information or WRNTY reference. When the technical manual equipment is under the warranty, a warranty technical bulletin is published. Applicable warranty technical bulletin shall be referenced. When a warranty technical bulletin is not published, the following statement shall be included. The insert of the name is warranted for insert miles or other time frame and is appropriate with the warranty starts with the data found in Block 23 DA Form 2408-9 Equipment Control Record. Report all the defects to your supervisor who will make an appropriate action. 5119 Nomenclature Cross Reference List or Nomen Reef List. Reference list. A cross-reference list is prepared with the unofficial nomenclature or common name is approved for the proponent activity. 51110 List of abbreviations or acronyms or LOA for a list of abbreviations shall be prepared and consistent with all abbreviation acronym sign symbols used by the technical manual. The aircraft technical manual statement shall be prepared with abbreviations in accordance with military standard, except for the abbreviation stands for marking actual found in the aircraft. 51111 Quality Assurance Depot QA Depot Aviation Only or QA Info. When specified in contract activity, reference shall be made with the pertinent QA technical manuals, including the appropriate general quality assurance information. The quality assurance information is not referenced but included with the technical manual should be stated with the text. Each quality assurance procedure or step of the technical manual is preceded with a highlighted when the condition with the quality assurance. The abbreviation quality assurance shall be defined either by the note or in the text of the for aircraft maintenance technical manuals, including the reference field manual 1500 safety care and handling or SFTY info. The following general precaution safety regulations shall be prepared. For ammunition technical manuals, information shall be prepared to comply with the AR 385-62. This references applicable regulation for the range and safety and danger zones during the training and the combat shall be included. Explanations, official definitions shall be prepared in such related terms the misfire, handgun fire, cock off, and while the describing characters associated with the specific item covered by the technical manual under the preparation of reference to the technical manual 9-1300-2006 shall be prepared in general Army ammunition care and handling safety. For technical manuals covering equipment, the radioactive part of the components information shall be prepared to comply with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission provisions, reference, and applicability Army regulations. Safety technical manuals, radioactive materials shall be included, and if in addition with the radioactive material is needed but is not included about the applicable TM, instructions shall be prepared as required. In addition, following information shall be prepared for the inclusion of throughout the technical manual. Nuclear warning notice shall be placed at the beginning of the instruction covering the procedures that will expose the personnel to nuclear radiation hazard. Procedures should be filed with the maintenance action in the event of the breakage of the radioactive parts of the components, including safety care and handling instructions. Radioactive parts components shall be shown and identified with the part of location diagram, illustration, and warning notice. A list of radioactive parts, components, and the type of the quantity of radioactive material involved should be included as part of the equipment data. Instruction of disposal of radioactive material show requirement for the double bag and the plastic that is broken and the titanium sources. Electrostatic discharge controls, ESD. Control standards protection electronic parts assemblies equipment shall be prepared. Electronic discharge classes shall be identified in Military Standard 1686 and Military Handbook 263 for classifications. Electrostatic discharge making procedures with the Military Standard 451-1. Alright, 51113 nuclear hardness or hardened HC. If equipment in the technical manual HCP. If equipment is covered in the technical manual, nuclear survivability requirements, overpressure bursts, thermal radiation, and electronic pulse, transition radiation effects, and electronic, it should be all stated with the reference Military Standard 151 for making hardness critical process HCP. Hardness critical process procedures. The following statement shall be included. Nuclear hardness. All the hardness critical procedures of the manual prepared by the acronym hardness critical process as follows. While the entire task is included with the paragraph procedures and considered as hardness critical, only the task will be marked or acronym hardness critical process placed before the title. When only the certain process step of the work package hardness critical, only applicable process step with the marked placement of the acronym hardness critical process between each of the applicable steps and number and text. Security measures, electronic data, SEC reference, instruction handling, loading, purging, overwriting, unloading, classification, electronic data under the unusual conditions shall be developed. Instruction shall meet the requirements for current regulations as they pertain to the affirmation, automation, security. Calibration or cal reference equipment of the calibration shall be identified with the reference shall be needed to the publication containing applicable calibration procedures. 51116 engineering change proposal or ECP's depot only. Engineering changing proposals ECP's following statement shall be included. Engineering changing proposal. Engineering changing proposal will be submitted by the Department of Defense 1693. Engineering changing proposal short form reference to Military Standard 973. Configuration management instruction completed with the forms shall be mailed indirectly into the enter the name and address with the responsible command of the activity reply will be furnished to you. 51117 definitions, deviations, and expectations. Depot only. The tag deviation following statement shall include deviation exemptions. Request the deviation exemptions of the depot maintenance work requirements and will be processed in accordance with the DESCOM R702-1 depot quality systems. 51118 mobilization requirements, depot only, or MOB requirements. The following state MOB requirements tagged. The following statement shall be included mobilization requirements. All the requirements of the depot maintenance work requirement will be exempted, revised in the event of mobilization. Only those procedures necessary to return, insert equipment name and the serviceability condition while the performed exemption provisions are explained and support information work package inserted app appropriate with the work package service number. 51119 copyright credit line or copy RT for the tag. When copyright credit line is required for the Military Standard 451-1, the information shall appear in the last paragraph in the general information of the work package. 512 General Information Work Package. Preventive Maintenance Service Manuals only. PMS. General Information or GIN. Work package. The work package shall be prepared in preventive maintenance service manuals and shall contain the current content requirements provided in the 512 through 5124. The scope refers to the paragraph 51111 for scope requirements, 5122 inspection requirements, and SPCEC-REQ stands for the tag. The following statement shall be included. The manual contains complete requirements for the intermediate with a periodic inspection for the insert of the model aircraft, and it does not contain the instruction for the repair of the readjustment and for the other means to rectify the conditions. It does not contain the instruction for the troubleshooting to find the cause of malfunction. Specific knowledge limited can be found in the applicable maintenance manuals. Use of alphabetical list of applicable manuals will facilitate locating of the required information. 5123 Maintenance Activity or Scope Tag. The following statement shall be included. The inspection prescribed with the manuals will be performed in a specified period of the Aviation Unit Maintenance or AVM. Activities assistance with the Aviation Intermediate Maintenance or AVM and the Depot Maintenance activities required. 5124 General Information or GENI info tag. The following statement is included. Inspection requirements. The inspection requirements contained by the herein and stated with the shall manage to establish certain of equipment and install inspecting what conditions desired or undesired compliance with the provisions outlined with the required in order to ensure the latent defects of the covered and corrected before the malfunction serious trouble results. Inspection requirements are arranged as nearly as possible according with the manner which they were performed. The requirements are also divided into the groups listed under the headings Figure 4. Inspection and intervals. The inspection intervals designed herein will be not exceeded except for the actual operational emergency, and explained herein that the commander's responsibility to determine an individual aircraft basis when the inspection intervals may be proceeded for the purpose of operational emergencies or conditions of the combat conditions, disasters when necessary, flight to the evacuated aircraft for the personnel when the aircraft is operated beyond the normal inspection due to the time because of the emergency situation. A circle red X status symbol. The appropriate statement is to include the authority must be entered in Block 1617 the DA Form 2408 13 Aircraft Status Information Card until such time the inspection is complete. Since the safety may be jeopardized, inspection delayed to meet the emergency requirements, commanders will assure the aircraft status symbol reverts to the red X, and delayed inspections are accomplished immediately upon termination of actual emergency when unusual local conditions, environmental utilization, missing an experienced flight and crew maintenance, appears on a period of an inactive encounter. Maintenance officers will discretion increase the scope and the frequency maintenance and inspection is necessary to ensure the safety of the flight. Specific non-installed equipment on the aircraft. The manual may contain inspection requirements that are applicable to specific equipment not installed on your aircraft. The requirement shall be discarded. DA Forms 2408-13 will be used for deficiency shortcomings discovered during the daily inspection. DA Form 2404 Equipment Inspection Maintenance Worksheet will be used to worksheets to reduce all deficiency shortcomings discovered during the accomplishment intermediate periodic inspections. Upon completion of the inspection, all uncorrected deficiencies and shortcomings listed on the DA Form 2404 will be entered on the DA Form 2408-13. Preparing for the data of the DA Form 2408 14 uncorrected fault record of the aircraft for immediate period inspection. Special instruction of the column heads of the IMP are used to indicate the requirements intermediate with the applicable the period inspection in respective when the item is required for the frequent other than indicated with the column headings. The proper frequencies indicated in appropriate column. For example, when it was given in the item required for each of the third intermediate inspection, third is the entered in the first column opposite with the pertinent item. Use the chart before all the preventive maintenance services also indicated with the pertinent inspection column. Type of the inspections are defined as follow. Intermediate inspection, which are performed, insert flying hours, specified aircraft maintenance schedule, flying hours, completion of the periodic inspection. Period inspection is performed with the inserting flying hours as specified with the aircraft maintenance schedule, flying hours. Work time requirements to accomplish each inspection as stated by the top of the checklist. The work of the time requirements for individual items which the checklists are stated as WT. Column opposite of the pertinent item. Reporting errors, recommending and improvements. You can help improve this manual if you find any mistakes. If you know any way to improve the procedures, please let us know. May you letter DA Form 2028 recommendations, publications, and blank forms located with the back of the applicable aircraft and maintenance manual. Using 228, the maintenance manual, and ensure the publication number, the title, refer to the preventive maintenance system directly to the insert, the address proponent. May also send your recommendation changes either electronically or by fax. A fax number inserted with the DSN commercial number of the proponent or email address is inserted and address of the opponent will be furnished to you. Inspection areas. Inspection areas are shown in Figure 1513. Equipment description data work package or DESCWP tag. The work package shall contain the descriptive work requirements of 5131, 5135 for as applicable for depot only and independent of the depot manual work requirement. Shall identify the components of the end item of the system that are covered by the depot maintenance work requirement but are covered by the lower technical manuals. 5131 Equipment characteristic capability features air EQPI info tagged. An overall description over the equipment equipment description shall be prepared, including the general information, general capability, special features, other information, application limitations will be helpful in the operation maintenance of the equipment. The information may be narrative format or may be tubular. The equipment type of this shall be stated with the following equipment features: portability, mobility, operational, special, environmental, remote control. Components of their functions shall not be described unless essentially to continue the functional and data of the reference shall be made in theory of operation. When equipment is covered in the various scope of the application has several applications where the end of the item, the brief explanation, multiple use, simple diagram shall be shown as all respect typical application prepared. The ammunition technical manuals for packing and packaging information shall be prepared, including the number of the rounds per pack. 5132 The location and description of major components or LOC DSC. Tag. Equipment location information shall be prepared, including the external and internal reviews. Equipment used to show the general features and all major components. The information shall not be duplicated information contained, but the equipment is data the requirements of the equipment, the characteristics, capabilities, and features. The equipment and weapon system configuration shall be described as follows. 1. A description system area of the components of the compartments shall be prepared with the system equipment of the components contained with the area that shall be identified with the identified located listed system equipment configuration description shall be supported with a separate illustration of each compartment in the area for the aircraft only. The station diagram shall show the fuselage, station, waterline, and butt line, and it shall be included in the figure refer to Figure 3. Subsystem equipment comprising the system shall be identified with the described other equipment shall be identified installed with the subsystem compartments areas not listed in the type X called with the all installation illustrations if they do not directly affect the operation and maintenance subsystem X system description. Operator attended with the equipment shall include the general statement of the nature and purpose of the control indicated with the text and it will be supported in illustrations. Description illustrations associated with the system equipment shall be limited to the major units of the equipment. The description shall be more concise than those subjects of the system equipment. Otherwise, same requirements shall apply. The descriptive emphasis shall be placed on the associated system equipment that continues the operational functional interface within the subsystem. Such units will be included with the system illustration. When each equipment is designed for the use of the equipment, one or more diagrams shall be prepared to illustrate the equipment. One information pertaining to the user shall be prepared. Location, contents, end of the items of the major component, identification plates, and illustrated modifications to information, warranty plates, stencil, location, and serial numbers may be illustrated. 5133 Differences between models or EQPDIF. Tag. Significant differences attaching the interchangeable shall be identified. Specifically, differences associated with equipment models units in the same model shall be indicated with the work effect of the operator maintenance action. The difference shall be related to the explicitly equipment model part number, serial number ranges in such a manner that the technical manual is identified with the special equipment configuration involved. When the model differences exist, they have no effect of the operation and maintenance for that fact stated. 5134 Equipment data or EQP data tag. The performance data shall be prepared, including the numerical or other standard related data implying with the operational maintenance function. Equipment data shall be summarized with the specific capabilities, limitations, equipment, and other critical data needed by the technical manual users maintenance of the equipment. Vehicle cargo dimensions, metrics, and other equivalents shall be included. For the system, a list of environmental control requirements shall be limited to temperature, humidity, and other limited conditions shall be prepared. Reference shall be made for the working package containing information damaged except for the exceeding of these limits. Procedure for the minimizing of the damage damage. A summary shall be prepared with a list of the efforts of the work for weather conditions of the equipment affecting the system capability causing the equipment damage. The summary shall be included in the reference to any of the special servicing procedures that must be accomplished because of the climate changes, such as adding antifreeze to the columns. Instruction for use of the transportation, handling, storage, and disposal of each of the substances as fuels, toxic, hazardous substances, chemical, ordnance, munitions shall be prepared. These instructions shall be applicable to the requirements of federal environmental protection standards to provide with the contracting activity. The energy efficiency rating shall include the products directly consuming the energy from a normal operation commenting having the method of experiencing efficiency 5135. Equipment configuration or EQPCONIFIG tag. The equipment which can be configured in several different ways. Information various possibility configuration shall be prepared. 514. The Theory of Operation Work Package, or THRYWP. Theory of Operation shall be prepared to provide maintenance technician with the adequate background information to support and perform maintenance tasks, troubleshooting on the weapon system equipment of the components. The amount of the detail, the complexity with the theory of operation presentation shall include the logistics support analysis and maintenance and concept of the maintenance allocation chart, the MAC, for an approved maintenance plan for the theory of operation shall provide the described 5141. 5141. Theory of presentation. The theory of operation shall consist of the formal narrative explaining the weapon system equipment, the component of the operation, the electronic, electrical, hydraulic, pneumatic, and mechanical, block diagrams, functional flowgrams, and schematics, other illustrations included with the support of the text. Basic theory normal found in the textbook shall be included, and if the TM covers more than one model of the equipment, more than one configuration, weapon system difference shall be explained. Separate work package may be used. Additional theory requirements is outlined below. When necessary, introductory general information, GEN, info, tag may be preceded with the theory of operation narrative. Simple systems, equipment, components, all theory may be included in a single work package. See if relative complex with the work system equipment is such that it's responsible first for the presence of the theory to end the item of the unit. There are presence of the theory of the major system or SIS theory, THORY, and subsystem theory, SYS theory. Components are LRUTRHY and SRUTHRY. Tags shall be presented in a series of work packages that shall be done with facilitate understanding. Theory narrative shall be the depth of necessary to support the technician of the fault installation of the directive with the logistics support analysis. Maintenance plan. The operation weapon system related with the system components of the presented with the logic flows, input and output controls, supply voltage, power supply, output voltage shall be identified. If the equipment operates with more than one mode, each mode shall be explained and supported with the functional block diagram. Theory of operation shall be described. Detailed circuitry on the report of the components is directed with the logistics support analysis, maintenance plan, and internal circuits, that relationship to each other, input and output signs, signals, waveform, time phrasing, relationships, significant waveforms shall be included with the required understanding detailed equipment operation. Theory shall not be prepared for non-repairable throwaway components. 515. Supporting data work packages for the repair parts, special tools, and TMD and support technical manuals. D. Supporting equipment or SUPData.WP tag. Following work packages applies only the -20 aviation units or avium directed to support -30 aviation and intermediate avium. General support 40. The depot overhaul maintenance of any combination. The maintenance level 23 and -23 and 34, etc. The work package shall include the reference, common title, rules, equipment, special tools, TMD and E, technical support, and repair parts that show the F1 51 through 53. Common tools and equipment. The following statements shall be included. Common tools and equipment for the authorized common tools and equipment for the modified with the table of organization of equipment, or MTO. The expandable durability items are medical class V repair parts, heraldic items, CTA 8100 Army Medical Department expandable durable items as applicable with the unit. 5152, special tools. The TMD support equipment. The reference of repair and the special tools listed and the MMAX shall be included. No special tools and equipment is required, and it shall be stated if the tools are fabricated, referenced, and illustrated with the manufactured items in the lower package should be made. 5135, repair parts. Only the two following statements shall be included. Repair parts are listed and illustrated with the repair parts, special tools. Insert the technical manual of the repair parts special tool list. Repair parts are listed and illustrated in the support of the information working package. Inserted an appropriate package sequence number of this manual. 6 notes. The notes of 6 and military standard 451 apply to this part. Alright, your transportation electrical plan, shop, general information, technical manual, type of manual, model number, purpose equipment. Figure 1 is a general information work package of the maintenance forms, reports, reporting equipment improvement, recommendation, corrosion prevention, destruction of army material, preventing enemy use, nomenclature, cross-reference, list of abbreviations, safe and carrier handling. Also, figure 2 is equipment description, work package, and equipment characteristic, capability, feature, location, description, major components, exterior components, environmental control, modular collective protection. Example 2 is an example of the description, data work package, exterior components, interior components. Differences between models, equipment, data. Figure 3 is an example of a station diagram of a helicopter. Example, system theory operation. System operation, power entry, housing, secondary input, output, filter, power distribution, assembly, environmental control unit, and ventilation cooling. Alright, example of system of theory operation, transportation, electronic shop controls, theory operation control applied, chart. For electronic, example of subsystem theories, APU subsystem theory operation general. Figure 5, example of subsystem theory operation general, theory of operation, APU subsystem theory operation continued. APU subsystem theory continued. Example of detailed theory operation and an index. And that is Department of Defense Standard Practice Technical Manuals Introductory Information Theory Operation.